Hey YouTube, TeamZeroPlants here. This is the day after the Vestavia Hills Regional. Uh, I didn't do so well with 6 AMs. I went X and 4, dropped in the 6th round. Kind of give you a brief matchups. Game 1 I played Dino Rabbits. Game 1 he opened up just awesomely. Game 2 I opened up with Brio and Barkion. Uh, First turn had a warning and a starlight face down. Or no, it wasn't a warning. It was a prohibition, and I prohibitioned his rescue rabbit, and he didn't make it past the 3rd turn. And then I couldn't get by on game 3. Game 2, or yeah, round 2, I played Inzecktors. I 2-0'd Inzecktors. Just I had a better matchup. Uh, he at one point forgot that Sheehan has the secondary effect to, instead of it being destroyed, I can destroy another card on my field. So I destroyed Keyzon. Uh, Round 3, I played Glad Beast, and it was not Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 2009s. I actually saw a lot of Glad Beast players there yesterday, and I was very surprised. I 2-0'd Glad Beast. The biggest move that really got me kind of worried was she got out Gizerus when I had nothing on the field, and when I heavy stormed her one time, she brought out Starlight, and I almost forgot that I had Warning face down. Uh, Game 4 or round 4, I I I hurt myself in the side deck. I before the tournament, I took out my Light Imprisoning Mirrors, and I played against Lightsworns, and he 2-0'd me. I couldn't do anything. I almost got him to where he milled out, but he was able to. He attacked me, and he still had Honest in hand. Uh, Round 5, I played windups. I did not get looped at any point in the game, so we fought it out. We went to game 3, and I lost in game 3. Uh, in round 6, I hurt myself on this one. I really did. I milled too much with Beast effect at the beginning of the game, and I milled out all 3 of the other 2 Kagemushas, and I had 2 Prohibitions and a Shadow Imprisoning on the field, and one of them was Necro Valley, and the other Prohibition was Torrential Tribute. And the only reason why I was Torrential Tributing was because she had one card set, and I wasn't sure what exactly it was, and I wanted to keep Beast. Because at the end of the game, I figured she had at least 1 or 2 Necro Valleys and a Royal Tribute in hand. But just because of the way she would draw and pass, and I fell for her bait. Her face down was a Royal Tribute. So she beat me game 2, and I should have won that. But I dropped after that. I entered the Winamat. My round 1 was against Dino Rabbits, and I 2-1 it. I opened up with Beast and Barkion game 3, and he couldn't do anything. Round 2, or yeah, well, match 2, whatever you want to call it. I played against Frognarchs, and I 2-0'd it. And then round 3, I played against Chaos Dragons and won. 2-0'd it. A little more about the Chaos Dragons, though. Chaos Dragons, on the field, I had Sheehan, Keyzon, and that was it. He had Light Pulsar out and pass turn. Well, I've already had Electric Virus in hand, so I drew Inishi, and he had 1 card in the backfield, which it's been a dead card apparently. It was a bluff because he didn't play it the whole time. So I dropped the Electric Virus. It goes through. I get his Light Pulsar. I summon Inishi, and I attempt to attack for game. He summons Gores, and I warninged it, which ultimately ended the game. It was match. So, I'll get on with the deck. First of all, I was playing 6 AMs. I'm not showing you the deck I ran at regionals. like the deck I played through rounds 1 through 6. I'm showing you the deck that I played in the Winamat, because this build I've liked a lot better. I feel like it's a little bit more consistent than the other build. The other build, the only difference, I ran one Mizuo and one hand, and I took them out for 2 MSTs. Were the only difference in this deck. But I ran 3 Kagemushas, 3 Kizons, 2 Elders, 2 Grandmasters, 2 Veilers. Now, against Lightsworns, as much as I hate to say this, that's the only card I saw. And what I mean by that is that's the only monster I saw in my regionals play. This was when I had Mizuo in hand. I saw asceticisms, I saw gateways, I saw uniteds. Just did not see a 6-am card. 1 Kageki, 1 Zanji, and 1 Inishi. Inishi won me my Inzector matchup, but it was by a total fluke on my part. And if the guys watched, I'm sorry. I should have read the card more clearly. For this card to be ordered to activate, you have to have another 6 Samurai card on the field, and at the time I had Barkion. So for that, I think you actually probably should have won that one, because he had a 3200 Dragonfly on the field, and next turn he was going to probably get Hornet. But that's it for the monsters. The spells, I ran 2 Uniteds, 2 Asceticisms, and the reason why I'm running 2 Uniteds is at any point in the game, like for me, I would always draw these late game, like in game 1, and it would just be a dead card. So usually in games 2 and 3, I side these out. The 2 MSTs. This card to me is better than trying to tribute your, trying to summon a monster and then possibly torrential tributing your card. So I figured, since this is pretty much doing my dirty work to destroy the backfield, why not? 2 Smoke Signals and a Rhoda, Gateway and Dojo. I've thought about bumping that up to 2 and putting in Shi and Squire. I don't know yet. I'm going to kind of see how this deck works out. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Reborn, and 1 Heavy. And then the 1 Book of Moon. That does it for the spells. The traps, 2 Magatamas, 2 Fiendish Chains, 2 Warnings, and a Judgment. A Bottomless, a Starlight, and a Double Edge. Now, about this card, in my Gravekeeper matchup, I sided this card out. And so the whole time I'm playing, I'm just like, I need 1 card. I need 1 card. Because all I was going to do was grab Kizon and Kagemusha out from the graveyard, sink for 6, and get Barkion. And just start beating her down with the Beast and Barkion. But I forgot that I sided that card out. So ultimately, that card would probably won. That does it for the traps. It's a 40-card deck. The extra deck, I ran 1 Leviair. I didn't see him at all today, or yesterday, just because nobody removed any of my stuff. Like, nobody knew how to side for 6 Sams, so they were just roll decreeing and like nothing removal. If they would play Chain Disappearance, I probably would have been screwed. 1 Leviathan. I saw it 1 time today, so I saw Invoker 1 time against my wind-up matchup, and I had the field. And he made a good play while he had rolled a Curry out on the field. He mirror forced. I didn't play my Magatama, and he MST just rolled a Curry and got rid of my entire field, which had an Invoker, a Kizon, a Grandmaster, and a Shein. But my Shein already used this negation. Gymnite Pearl. I saw it 1 time today in my wind-up matchup. I didn't see him today. I could have went for him, but I just felt like the Kizon beatdown was a lot better. Utopia, I saw it once. The Synchros, Shein, I saw him lots today. Saw him lots today. I saw him lots today. These 3 were the big key cards of the deck. I also saw him some, and this guy. He wins games. That's all I'm going to say about Barkion. Black Rose, Colossal, Stardust, and Mistworm. I didn't see Colossal today. And the only reason why was I never had a feel to where I had Kageki Kagamusha or a 4-star. Well, actually, that would probably make my bad. That probably would make up a 9-star, but you know what I'm getting. You know what I'm getting at. Like, I didn't have the requirements to bring them out. That was a 15-card extra deck. My side deck, I ran one extra Baylor. I ran the one Crow just because I couldn't get the second one. One Kaiku just for the Dragon matchup. 2 Viruses for the Dragon matchup. Lance just in case. I mean, I know people always want to be like safe zone their own monsters. I'll Lance it so it's unaffected, and then I'll just beat down with it. So it's just for those random type decks that just want to float around this meta. The universal card in any side deck, Prohibition. Prohibition, you gotta know how to use the card right. I love the card so much, but at the same time it can hurt you. Like in my Gravekeeper matchup, I had Heavy Storm in my hand, and I couldn't play it because I had these two. Because I did not know what was going to be in her hand at the time. So that does it for the spells. The traps, I ran one Chain Disappearance. I sort of wish that card was... I really wish I had 2 of those. I could have used them today. 2 Compulses. That card I sided in every matchup with the Prohibitions. If I didn't know what my opponent was playing, like in my Win-A-Mat round 1, I didn't know he was playing Dino Rabbits because I won game 1, and all he did was he just set a monster and ended his turn. And when I went Shein, keys on, keys on, keys on, he just called game. So I just sided in Compulses and Prohibitions. I played 2 Light Imprisonings, and the only reason why I played these 2, and I really wish I had one, but I didn't put it in, and I got my other one. The only reason why I put these in, there's a bunch of people who were fixing to enter the Win-A-Mat, and they were all Heretic players. So I didn't want to be at a disadvantage and did not have these in case. And I don't know much about the Heretic deck to not know what to call with Prohibition. And then I played the 2 Shadow Mirrors, in which I didn't even have to use them. I used them with Gravekeepers. That's the only thing. And Inzecktors were the only 2 things in the regional I used, but not the Win-A-Mat. But it's I didn't get my Nats qualifier. I had a friend of mine did. Congrats to him, even though he's not going. More videos will probably be up. I'll have another box of Battle Pack coming soon. The Win-A-Mat, the reason why you're not seeing it is because I sold it at the regional. I got a play set of Battle Pack tour guides, not for the mat, but ultimately it was like 1 tour guide for the mat. I sold the mat for like 20 bucks, just because it was the Jaden, Yami, Yugi, and Yusei mat. Like the 3 characters from the 3 Yu-Gi-Oh shows before Z-Axel came out, and I sold it. So hopefully I'll have more videos up for you guys. Still going to test out this deck. I kind of want to put a double bottomless in. Just don't know where to take out. Probably a Phoenix Chain. But other than that, that's pretty much it.